What if you could put a price tag on your freedom? Not a vague dream or a someday idea, but a real calculated number. The exact amount you would need to set aside every month to stop working in just 10 years. Not at 60, not after your energy is gone, but a decade from now at first. That idea sounds unrealistic, almost like something reserved for people who got lucky or started ahead. But when you strip away the noise, this is not about luck and it is not about being born rich. It comes down to understanding a few simple numbers and having the discipline to follow them. The uncomfortable truth is that most people don't avoid this path because it is impossible. They avoid it because the numbers force them to confront how they are currently living. So think about it honestly. If you knew the exact monthly amount required to buy your freedom in 10 years, would you actually commit to it, or would you feel uncomfortable and go back to your normal routine? Because by the end of this, you will know that number most of us were raised on the same formula: study, get a job, work consistently, save a little, and retire decades later. It sounds normal because we have heard it our entire lives. But if you pause for a second, that plan is not designed for freedom. It is designed for stability. And while stability feels safe, it often comes at the cost of time, and time is the one thing you never get back. So instead of asking when you can retire, a better question is how much income you need to survive without working. Because retirement is not an age, it is a financial state. Imagine sitting down and calculating your monthly expenses. Everything: rent, food, bills, even the small subscriptions you usually ignore. Let's say it comes out to $3,000 a month. That is $36,000 a year. Now here is the shift. If you can build assets that generate $36,000 per year, without your effort, you don't need a job anymore. That becomes your target, not luxury, not showing off, just control over your time. Once you understand that, the problem becomes a math problem, and the force that drives this math is compounding. In the beginning, it feels like nothing is happening. You invest money every month, but your account barely moves. It feels slow, almost pointless. And this is exactly where most people quit. We are wired to expect quick results. But money does not work that way. Early on, your contributions matter more than your returns. Later, that flips. Your money starts building its own momentum. And if you stay consistent long enough, there comes a point where your investments grow faster than what you are putting in. That is when everything changes. But if your timeline is only 10 years, you do not have the luxury of going slow. You need consistency. But you also need intensity, and you need to understand what is working against you. Because in the real world, your returns are never as clean as they look on paper. You might hear numbers like 8 or 10%, but that is before inflation, before taxes, and before fees. What looks strong on the surface becomes much more modest in reality. That is why it is important to think in terms of real returns. Now consider your options. If you play it safe, growth is limited. If you invest in diversified assets, your money has a better chance to grow over time. Now connect this back to your goal. If you need $36,000 per year to live, there is a guideline known as the 4% rule. It means you withdraw a small portion each year while your investments continue to grow. So to generate $36,000 annually, you need around $900,000 invested. That number sounds big, and it should, because freedom has a cost. But when you break it down, it becomes more manageable. To reach that level in 10 years, you need to invest roughly $3,000 to $4,000 every month. For most people, that feels heavy. And that is exactly why many stop here. But this is where strategy begins, because you have control over two powerful levers. The first is your lifestyle. Lower your expenses and your target drops. The second is your income. Over time, your income can grow, and as it grows, investing more becomes realistic. So instead of asking, "Can I do this today?" ask, "How can I build toward it?" Because this is about direction, not perfection. Even starting small changes your trajectory. The first few years will feel slow. You will doubt the process. That is normal. But if you stay consistent, a shift happens. Your money starts working with you. And from that point, progress accelerates. But consistency does not come from motivation. It comes from systems. Automation removes friction. It keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Now imagine the outcome: no alarms, no pressure, no dependency on a paycheck. Not because you stopped working, but because you no longer have to. That is what you are building: control. But it requires trade-offs. You delay comfort today to gain freedom tomorrow. And every decision becomes simpler when you ask one question: is this moving me closer to my goal or further away? So here it is, simply. If you want to step away from work in around 10 years, you need consistent investing, a long-term mindset, and discipline. The timeline can change, the process cannot. Most people will never start, many will quit. A few will stay consistent, and those few are the ones who change their lives. So the real question is not whether this is possible. The real question is, will you commit or just think about it? Because 10 years from now, you will end up somewhere. The only difference is whether you arrive there by design or by default.